rambling wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They're going back to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll fire to his right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator. Always love being aggressive and trying to take shots, but that play worked because there was zero pressure coming from the defense. Quarterback had all day to scan the field.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, first down. For jet sweep pass. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quick pass on the jet motion. He breaks a tackle. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a third and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up 1st and goal. Forget that play. Now let's hold him to a field goal.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And
gonna let it fly. Reels it in down the left side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Cedar.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out the bling-bling and doing the dances. But I'll tell you what, when they can find a guy that can continue to make plays off of play action and be that game manager, I think Michigan State can have a great season.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Shakes off the defender. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Spartans trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the back.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. A first down for the offense. plows through the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last time, he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes him talk to the hand. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that one's incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Frazier. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And the pass hits. Picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Running to the left. Still running at the 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5. 3rd and long long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Got room at the 35. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on 4th down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward and you can push him forward. I like it going forward on 4th down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4th and inches.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
On the move. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the air on 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and
he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Smarty.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Picks it up. That's a live ball.
a great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay with plays. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, I think that's what good defense is about. Great job by the defense, bowing their neck up, forcing the turnover.
They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. He'll bring it out. It's Donald. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense set on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Lesson in 14.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a catch and run for 6.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Alabama. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Michigan State 27, Georgia Tech 17.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a crease to the left. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll try it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Yeah, and how... Mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down.